Lessons for today. Today we're going to be working on handstands, as I said before, and also we're going to be starting to work on some things for press to handstands, and I thought you might want to try some headstands as well, if you don't know already how to do them. So we'll start with a stretch of our shoulders and our wrists and our pike stretch and our straddle stretch, and we'll play around with some different handstands today. So start by getting up on your hands and knees. And turn your hands sideways and lean side to side. And hands in and lean side to side. And backwards, lean forward and back. Forward. And up to your finger knuckles and down. Good. Now before we move on, I want to do some front supports, because that's really, really important to be strong for your handstand hold and also for your press to handstand, which we're going to be working on a little bit later. So can everyone round your back as much as you can? Feel how round that is. See how round you can make your back. And then ready, set, pop up into your front support. Lean your shoulders over your hands. Squeeze your bottom down. Try to make your body really, really flat except for your upper back and your shoulders super, super round. And look down and you're looking in front of your fingertips, because that's what we want to see. And hold it for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, squeeze a little tighter, 3, push a little taller, 2, and 1. And come on down. Good, so hopefully you feel your tummy working, your shoulders working, because those are all the muscles that you need for your press to handstand as well. Now, before we move on, let's go ahead and do some straddle presses. Just doing little monkey presses where you're hopping forward. So what you're gonna do is hands on the mat, go up to your tippy toes, and move your body forward. So see how you're still having that nice upper back rounded like we did in our front support? Try to feel that same position. Go up to your tippy toes and bring your feet forward. And tippy toes and bring your feet forward. Now here's a little bit of a trickier one. Let's see if we can go backwards there. I'm not able to go backwards without doing a little jump. So I'm going to do a little jump, bend my knees, and push, and backwards. Now when you push, just make sure your legs go straight and your toes point before you come down. And just give your hands a little shake out. Let's try that one more time. Give your wrists a little roll around. So remember, we're trying to keep our back round. You want to feel your legs straight. So on the way forward, you should be able to go up to your very, very tippy toes and then just bring it forward. And tippy toes, now check, are your legs staying straight when you're bringing your feet forward? And one more time, going forward, forward, forward. Good. And then backwards, little jump. Point your toes and step back. Point your toes and push back. Point your toes and push back. Very good. All right, let's stretch our straddle stretch now that we're pretty warmed up. So feet apart, arms up, really, really super tall. Reach down, 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 down. Hands flat on the floor. Now that should feel pretty easy. So go ahead and bend your arms. Feel that stretch and then reach it through. Balance and hold it. Just for about 5 seconds. Feel that nice stretch. Try to relax the muscles that are stretching. And come on out. Now, bring your feet a little bit closer together. You still should be able to have your hands flat. If that feels pretty good, go ahead and bend your arms. And reach it through. And feel a really, really nice stretch there. Go ahead and try to hold it just a few more seconds. Good. Okay, let's go a little bit closer together, but still not all the way close together. So your feet should be about as wide as your hands are when you're usually in your handstand. See if you can put your hands flat there. I feel a stretch already, so I'm just holding that position. If that's pretty easy, go ahead and bend your arms. If you want a little bit more stretch, see if you can reach through your legs, or if that's too hard because your legs are too close together, you can reach behind on the outside. And last one, feet together. Feel those toes together. Push your legs straight, reach up really, really tall. Feel that nice stretch position. And reach it down, 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 down. So start with your fingertips on the mat, if you could do that. Hands flat. If that feels really hard and you can hold it, just hold it there. If you need a little bit more, bend your arms. If you need a little bit more, reach back, back, back. See if you can get closer, closer, closer to your legs. And hold it. Press those knees really, really, really straight. And go ahead and come on out. Give your legs a little shake. arms a little shake. And let's do the same thing, starting in a wide straddle and moving our legs closer, 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 closer. So just to warm up our backs and our legs, let's reach up tall and reach over to one side. Just feel a nice stretch there, but at the same time as you're stretching, try to feel both knees pressed down and both toes pointed. Don't forget about the toe that's on the other side of you. And big reach up tall and over to the other side. And again, just a nice relaxing stretch over here. But try to feel both knees pressing down, both toes pointed. Both knees should be up to the ceiling as well. And hands in front. I'm going to flex my feet for a second, just give my toes a little bit of a break. That feels pretty good. Yeah, try to lift your heels up off the floor and then point your toes and reach it forward. Press your knees back and down and try to get it close as you can to the floor and hold it. Good, and this should feel pretty good. See if you can go a little bit further. You might get a bigger stretch. Hold it a little bit longer and then come on up. Now let's do the same thing, reaching forward, but with our feet a little bit closer. So press those knees down, reach it, reach it, reach it, reach it. As far as you can until you feel a big stretch and hold it right there where you feel that big stretch. Good, don't come out of it, just hold it there. Good, and see if you can go a little bit further and hold it there for 3 more seconds. And go ahead and come on out. And now put your feet a little bit closer together, not all the way together yet. Hands in front of you. And reach forward, 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 forward. See if you can reach to your toes. If you can reach about as far as your toes are, then see if you can reach past your toes. Now check, are your knees still straight? Press them down really, really hard. And then see if you can go a little bit further. Feel a really big stretch just for a few more seconds. Try to relax those muscles that are stretching. And come on out. And now feet together. So bring them all the way together. I'm going to start with a little bit of a flexed feet so I can feel those muscles in my legs. So flex your feet, pull your toes up off the floor. Feel those heels lift up. Feel your muscles at the top of your legs working really, really, really hard. Want to reach your arms up really tall too. And then point your toes and fold it over. I'm just going to put my hands on top of my feet so I can see how close my fingertips are to the tips of my toes. Right now I've got my fingertips on my toes. See if you can reach a little bit past your toes. If you're the same as me. Some of you might be able to reach a little bit further, so see if you can go a little bit further. Press your knees down, 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 down. Try to feel that nice big stretch. Good, and come on out. Now let's stretch our shoulders. So I'm going to have to scoot over a little bit because I've got a table behind me. Put your hands behind you and keep your hands really close together, but just walk your fingers back, 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 back till you feel a little stretch in your shoulders. And just hold it there. And then sit up. And now let's stretch our shoulders the same way that we did the other day. So what you're going to do is start with your arms up, but you're going to grab one wrist and pull it across. So reach one hand up, grab your wrist and pull that arm over, over, over to the side. So feel a really nice stretch down the side of your back. And in your shoulder as well. Good, reach up really tall while you're doing that. And try to pull your ribs in just a little bit. And then try the other side, grab onto your other wrist. Reach it up, 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 and over. This is really, really good for getting your shoulders nice and straight in handstands, which we're all still working on. Good, and feel that really nice stretch down your side, into your shoulder, maybe down the side of your back. Try to make sure your ribs aren't sticking out. It's okay if you're not rounded in your back, but just straight. And then both hands together. Reach up really, really, really tall. Now this time I do want you to pull your ribs down a little bit more. Tuck your tummy in, tuck your ribs in. Very good. And give your arms a really good shake out. I can feel my shoulders are working really hard when I was doing those stretches. Good. So what I'd like to do today is do some handstand balances. So what we want to start doing is working on holding our handstand a little bit longer. So we're going to start, you might need a chair or stack up couch cushions and pillows as high as you can. We're going to start with an L handstand, and we were working on this at gymnastics. I'm going to use the edge of my couch. If you're going to use the edge of your couch, make sure that you get an okay from your parents what they want you to put your feet on. But since this is my couch, I can use my couch. So I'm going to start by just putting your back up against your chair or whatever you're going to use. And see if you can show a nice L position, reaching your shoulders up really tall, just like you're in a handstand. And what I want you to try to do is push your shoulders up by your ears and pull your ribs down and just hold that for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. Now, you should feel your tummy muscles when you're working when you do that, because you're pulling your ribs down while you're pushing your shoulders up, and that's quite hard for your tummy muscles to do. So let's try that one more time. Really, really think about feeling those tummy muscles squeezing. So you've got nice straight legs, back is straight, arms up by your ears, shoulders up by your ears. Now pull that tummy muscles in and your ribs down and push up really tall for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good, very nice. I hope you feel your tummy muscles working really, really hard for that. Now, this next one's probably going to be working a little bit harder in your shoulders, and we're going to try to find that position upside down. Now, remember, when you're standing on your feet, we want to have your feet flexed. So, now, time to find your chair or your cushions or whatever you're going to be using. Then you're going to walk your feet up onto your chair or your cushions, and your job is to try to find that same handstand position. Oh, I might tuck in my shirt really quickly. There we go. Your job is to find your same handstand position upside down. So what you want to try to do is get your hips over your head. So I've got my feet flexed. I'm walking my feet a little bit more, pushing up really super tall, and I'm going to hold that for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Give your arms a little bit of shake out, and then let's try that again. So remember, we want to push up really, really tall in our shoulders. Try to make our back really, really straight when you're doing this. And it makes your shoulders really strong for your handstand. So find a little spot, and then make sure your hips are up, up, up over your shoulders. Push up really, really, really tall. Squeeze that tummy and push your shoulders taller, taller, taller. Hold it, hold it, hold it. If you want to hold it a little longer, go ahead. And then come down. If you need to come out early, you can come out early and just do more times. If you want to hold it longer and feeling really strong, that's really good for your handstands too. Let's warm up our handstand lunge position, and then let's try some handstand holds today. So remember, lunge position for your handstand. Front knee bent, back leg straight, hips facing forward, toes turned out, arms up, and let's just practice just a mini handstand to the lunge. Just do that a few times. Lunge, and little tiny mini handstand, and lunge. Just back and forth, and feeling that position. Check your lunge, and handstand, and check your lunge, and handstand. Good. Very nice. So hopefully you had your hips nice and square, your toes turned out, you were thinking about front knee bent, back leg straight. So you just want to try to remember all of those things really quickly. Now let's try some handstand holds. So I'm just going to do 1 or 2, but you go ahead and do as many as you have time for. I might move this over just a little bit so I don't kick my couch, or maybe I'll go the other direction actually. Not too much space in here. So I'm going to start on this side. Hopefully I won't fall over into my couch. So I'll just do a couple, but when this video is done, if you want to do some more handstand holds and see how long you can hold it, that would be great. So nice strong position. Lunge and handstand and balance, balance, balance. And then try to come back down to your lunge. Now remember, if you're going to fall over, make sure there's nothing behind you. You might need a little extra space or go outside. So let's try that again. I'll see if I can hold that a little bit longer this time. See if you can hold your handstand longer than my handstand. So nice big stretch up tall, point your toe, and lunge, and handstand. Very good. Now, I think I can hold that a little bit longer, so I'm going to try again. And I want you to see if you can hold it a little longer than I can too. All right, not too bad, but I'll bet if you try, you'll be able to hold that longer than me today. So to finish up with handstands, I'm going to do 1 against my wall, or actually against the door. really quickly for about 10 or 20 seconds. See how long you can hold it against the wall as well. You're welcome to email me and tell me how long you held your handstand for if you're really, really excited about it. Now, when you're doing your handstand against the wall, same thing. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your legs, point your toes, push your shoulders up really tall. See if you can push up a little bit taller. Feel those legs really, really, really straight. And see if you can hold it in that really awesome position for a very long time. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. And then when you're ready, and you feel like you're losing your position, go ahead and come down into your lunge. All right, now the last thing that I want to do with you today, because I thought that you might want a little bit of a challenge. Now, some of you may already know how to do a headstand, but it's a fun thing to practice, and sometimes you can hold your headstand a little longer than your handstand. So what we're going to do is go over the position for that, and then you can practice that after this video is over. So what you want to do is make a triangle with your hands to your head, and if you can see, there's a triangle going from my hand to my forehead, down to my other hand, and then back across. So that is the triangle shape that you're trying to make, but that goes onto the ground. Now, the part of your head that touches the ground is right at the beginning of where your hair starts. So that's where you're resting your head on the ground in that triangle shape. So start by putting your hands down, and then you're gonna have to put your head in front of your hands to do that headstand. So you put your head down, and then just start getting your balance. So you've got your forehead on the ground, just where your hair is on the ground. And then what I want you to try to do is put your knees on your elbows and lift your feet up. See if you can balance like that. And then come on down. So if that was easy, then what we'll try to do is lift our knees up. Now, if you haven't done headstands before, it's really, really easy to fall over if you go too quickly. So just go really, really slow and try to make yourself stay on this side so you're not falling over. And again, if you think you might fall over, make sure that there's nothing behind you. The grass would be a good place to do this as well. So hands down, and you're putting your head in front of your hands. So you should be able to see your thumbs the whole time when you're doing this. And feet up, knees on your elbows, and then see if you can lift your knees above your elbows. And balance. And then you can come down. Now, if that was easy, then of course you can go slowly, slowly, slowly straightening out your legs. And we'll work on this when you come back to gymnastics as well. So don't worry if you're not getting the hang of it at home. So one more time, I'll show you what happens when you do straighten out your legs. So hands down, head down, knees on your elbows, knees above your elbows. Hold your tummy tight, 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 up to your headstand. And then you come down the same way that you got up. And that's just a little fun challenge for you. Enjoy it. Enjoy practicing those. Enjoy practicing your handstands. Enjoy practicing your cartwheels and your bridges and all of that as well. It's a beautiful day today. I've just been outside for a bike ride, so I hope you guys are getting some fresh air as well. And I will see you soon.